Okay, this is Ismo for short, and sorry again earlier about the technical difficulties. I'm still not entirely sure why I couldn't do Hardcore Uprising. I think it's because I had actually two different games. Actually, I had going at the same time, and then Twitch didn't know which one to stream possibly. Not sure, but I'll investigate that later. I don't want to waste any more of you guys' time, so I'll do a little bit of streaming tonight. And then, like I said, I'll do some more Sea of Thieves Tuesday morning, 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I'll still plan for doing Hardcore Uprising again next Saturday. I just want to make sure to troubleshoot and get it working so I don't have the challenges that I had this evening for you guys. So, let's see, what are we going to do tonight? I think what I'll do is try to do some more skeleton ship shenanigans. I had some really cool adventures trying to just scoop water into enemy skeletal sloops, and did finally learn how to solo skeleton galleons by myself in a sloop. Pretty successful actually, so I'm not... Before that was the only PvE encounter that was actually worrisome about getting into because I didn't have a surefire way to survive, which I think I do now, which I will share with you guys. So, let's do it. Yeah, again, for those of you that are joining this to watch Hardcore Uprising, I will troubleshoot that middle of the week to make sure that works next Saturday. Also, the plans are for next Sunday, not this weekend, but next weekend, is also the first video for my board game series. And so I'll definitely be doing some troubleshooting to make sure that one works as well, because for that, I most likely will be doing streaming of either live from my phone or through my computer, and typically I've been doing through PlayStation or Xbox, so I'll definitely make sure to get those working before then also. So let's jump right in. This could be a short load screen, so while this is loading, I will get some sippy cup, and we will proceed with getting some fat loots. Alright, it should start up here in just a sec. Alrighty, so the plan again is we're gonna go skeleton ship and sea monster hunting. In particular though, I'll gun for skeleton ships, just because I wanted to test my technique and show you guys the technique that I use. But the only exception is just because for the achievements I'm going for, if I happen to see a Kraken and or a Shrouded Ghost, that will definitely have highest priority. Whereas I'm going to ignore other island hopping and other sharks and just get enough supplies and gun for a skeleton ship. So a particular skeleton ship I'm gunning for isn't actually from the event, because that I actually cannot solo. I can only solo the first wave that just galleons. I mean, not galleons, but 2 sloops. Otherwise, I just need so many supplies, there's just no way to solo the entire encounter. And since I can't loot while being attacked, it's just a losing scenario. What I'm looking for is actually part or patrolling skeleton ships. This is what I'm going to be going at. First, I just need to get enough. I really want to get enough supplies to my ship, so right when I go out to sea, I can live through one of those encounters. So I'm going to be supplying up a little bit before we get going. Doing my normal routine of turning off lights so that you can't see me from space. So because I'm going after like if I was just going after just a sea monster, I don't need that many cannonballs. But if I'm going after a skeletal ship, I do need a I'm talking like a lot, like 75 plus. So that may take a little while. So I may have to do a little bit of island hopping before I commit. So we basically need double of everything that we currently have, at least. So now I'm decking out the Kraken look that I'm going for. The only thing I'm missing now is that Kraken wheel. So that's why I have a hard on to get 2 more Kraken defeats, if possible. But in any case, whatever I want to do, I need more stuff. So I need more resources. Yeah, what makes the sloop, ironically, so effective against skeletal ships is the fact that they're kind of a little latency as far as reacting to the turning that you do. And you can turn on a dime in the sloop, and so you can really do some cool maneuvers around rocks, or just doing tight circles that they can't effectively respond to as far as aiming, whereas you could just, you know, wait for those great shots where you get in close, low, their hull, and get them. It's a really hard target. It looks like I'm definitely going to have to island hop to get some more resources because I am still short of what I need. And you know, you don't need that as many if you have more players. It just being solo. Things that you do is obviously harder. So I just need more resources to survive more rounds of combat. So what I'm going to try to do is go to the closest islands possible with the hopes that I don't trigger a PvE event while doing so. So I'm going to try to stay as shallow as possible, as close to small islands, just so they don't get triggered. But we'll see how I fare. I don't see any clouds in the sky to have the skull or the ship, which means there's just a oh, there it is. Okay, good. That's good news. Because what I'm told is if that's in the sky, then you won't proc another PvE event of the sea variety. That gives us a little bit of time to go get some more stuff. I don't know if that's true, but I have not disproven it yet. Let's run with that. Okay, so I'm just going for the closest islands possible, preferably flat. So they have good vantage points. So, we have a winner right here. It's good to have a couple bananas on you at all times, just in case something bad happens, like you fall off the boat. There are nasty, you know, creatures that live underwater, so you just want to just like life. Plan for the worst, hope for the best. And I don't see yet any other player ships, which is great because I actually don't want to see any other player ships. I'm going solo. The only time I actually want to see other player ships is if I'm doing skeletal events like the fort or the fleets they fight, because that really it's advantageous to have more boats. But otherwise, solo's the name of the game. See if we can find anything good. I don't really need any more bananas. You know, maybe a few more. That's not really a priority. I need a shit ton more wood. And if I'm going to be doing skeletal ships, also a shit ton more cannonballs. And if I can find a rowboat too, that'd be good. That way I have a way to evacuate while still harassing. Or if I have valuables, the fact that I can still get away. So, we'll see what we can find. Definitely hostiles. Alright, that's some good stuff. Is that a boat? It was a boat. Alright, let's get out of here. And we got 5, it's something, but we need a lot more, so what would be great that we can find is just a shipwreck of barrels in the middle of the water. Is really what would be ideal at this point. That we can quickly mass up the supply. Right now we're still looking a little too light to do really even a sea encounter right now, because the stuff they do solo you can do, it just takes longer, so you need more supplies to do it. Let's get my cannons at the ready 5. Alright, do some more island hopping. May hit that, we'll see. Oh, there's a small island right there. Cool, cool. Again, like I've explained before, small islands are my fave because you have vantage point in every direction. You can quickly scan the entire shoreline. And you can also get pretty close to the island. It's also easy to scan just like where stuff is on the island without going up, down, over, through huge ridges. Definitely my player choice. Jumping actually on the back of my boat is my favorite place to try to get an easy vantage point because it's easy to get up there. It only takes a second as opposed to trying to go up the crow's nest. It takes 10-15 seconds. So you're just wasting time and then you have to slide back down. It's a lot of time that you're vulnerable to something else happening. Quick scans when traveling, I like jumping up in the back, but like right before I would go and try to dig up treasure or something of that manner, or a shark. Well, not fight a shark, but look for treasure, I would go up to the top. There's really no point going up the top before you fight a shark, because you're fighting a shark for such a long period of time that you're going to be down in the water anyway, because you're there for such a long period of time. Ooh, but there is a sapphire on the other side of the island, so I will get that and turn it in, because that's some easy loots. Easy 1,000 gold. So, I will do that. Only because it's a crime not to. This is one you can get solo with just your sniper rifle. So, easy pickings. Really lucky on that. The RNG gods have so much favored me today. I still have to turn in, so bad shit could still happen. It is Sea of Thieves after all. Sea of blocking my shots. What the fuck? Wow, this guy is like boss mode. He's also wasted my shots. I may not have enough. Should not have, that was a bad idea to shoot him. See if I can't do swords. Oh, 4 is enough. Great. With accommodation. Look at that. We did it, guys. So, what's cool about the gems is they're not random ranges of what they're worth. They're always worth exactly the same amount every time. So this one I'll definitely get 1,000 gold. So we will turn this in right now. Not only because it's 1,000 gold, but because it's so fucking bright. You could also see it from space, so I just don't want to have it on the ship at all. So turn it in immediately. So I'm going to quickly go back to where we came from, turn in, and then go look for some more resources. I doubt we were gone long enough that the resources and plunder outpost respawned, so that's probably not an option, so I'm not going to bother. Let's go run, turn in, and see what's next. So that sound you just heard is a skeletal ship, which is something I would pursue because that would just be one ship coming after me on a regular basis. But I just don't have the time to do it because I don't have enough resources yet, unfortunately. So I'm just going to kamikaze to the shoreline and turn this in. And then just get another boat. Because I don't have the resources to do it. Just shy. I mean, I may have enough wood, but I just don't have enough cannonballs. I don't imagine. See, I only have 34, so I mean, it's possible, but it's kind of close. Because you can burn shots like really fast. And I want to turn this in, so. The reason why I stay in the bunker as long as I can is because it's safer. I'm coming out now because I'm so close. I know he won't be able to shoot at me yet. And if I run into the shoreline, I also don't care. I just don't want to get hit off my ship. Let me get enough stuff to survive. Oh, we just hit my anchor. That's very bad. Probably a cursed cannonball that did that. So, yep, it's very bad. He's gonna turn around and just wail on me. And the worst thing isn't the ship getting hit; it's me getting hit off the ship. That would be the worst. So, need to go. Now we need to slow a little bit because we're in range. Even though I said I was going to run into it, I just want to try to get as close as possible if I have the opportunity. God, he almost knocked me off. Exactly what I'm talking about. Oh no, he hit my anchor. It's not good. No, I'm just gonna take a run for it. Fuck this. But if I had enough resources, that's why I see like the most important thing is having resources in this game before you do anything. Because if I had enough resources, then I could have just battled and killed the ship, then loot his ship, and then turn everything in. But I was a little short. Like 30 cannonballs may have been enough, but it's more like that would have been enough for like a sloop, not a galleon. Because you have to do 2 decks worth of cannonball damage, assuming all of your stuff hits at the water level or below. So just kinda a little close. That's another reason why it's good to have a rowboat, because if I had a lot of treasure, I couldn't take everything back. I could just take the most valuable thing. And so if you have a rowboat, you can just evacuate with all the treasure, and then as long as you look at the map and see what direction you have to head to the nearest outpost before you get on your rowboat, you could still turn in all your stuff. Like the pirate ship's coming for the kill is what it looks like. God, that's creepy. Wait. Is he coming on land? The fuck? Is that water? Is that land? He's doing circles to try to get... Wow, that's weird. I've never seen him get that close to shore. I mean, he's on the shoreline. That's nuts. You see, I got exactly 1,000. It doesn't have a range, it's a set number, so that's pretty cool. I'm surprised he's still coming after me because my ship should have sank by now, so I don't know what he's doing. I go check my ship, I'm pretty sure it's done by now. Like, I just jumped off. And it had a couple holes in it. Pretty sure it's done. Normally, after a skeletal ship sinks your ship, then it despawns. So, I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah, there's no ship. Alright, so after a couple minutes, then the mermaid's gonna show up and we can go to a new ship. What sucks is we lost all of our supplies, but what's good is we just made 1,000 gold, so... But we were close. Like I said, I could have battled him, but 30 cannonballs, man, that is like really... Against a galleon? I don't know. Okay, so the music stops. We definitely despawned. I just gotta find some mermaid action. Now, mermaids typically auto spawn the closest body of water to you. So right now it just needs to reset against my current position, but I should appear here in a few moments. There it is. But what's cool is the sapphire thing is part of accommodation. I mean, accommodation. That you just saw, so... And the gems are hard to come by. If it was other treasure, I would have stuck to the plan, but... Yeah, that's true. I know at the beginning of the stream I said I would stick to the plan, but... Like I said, you need to go into water prepared, and I didn't have enough supplies to confidently know that I would defeat it. Alright, so now we have a new ship. Looks like there may be a couple things on this island, so let me drop what I currently have stored and go take a quick look. I do kind of wish you started with more supplies, because otherwise you're risking death until you get to that sweet number, and then you're set. Then you can battle anything you want. But they probably figure the answer there is start with more players, and then you'll easily be at that quota, but that's my 2 cents. It's like, yeah, you can get more resources, but just have you start out with more. Looks like I'm at Sharkbait Cove, I want to say? This is actually a huge island. I'm not going to waste time exploring the entire freaking island. I just want to see if there's anything close that I can get some more resources. Really the best place to start off with resources and outposts, so really where I gotta go. I don't think that's a shipwreck, but one kind of looks like. Well, we still don't have enough stuff. Man, I need more stuff. Need more stuff. By stuff, I mean resources. Like I said, that's the only thing that stopped me. Like, if I had enough resources, I could battle that ship, no problem. Defeat it, no problem. Like, no problem. But, yeah. You know, if I had like 50 of every resource, then yeah, let's do it. But little shorts. Okay, well I still need more shit, so let's just hit up some of these other small islands, see if we can get some stuff. We're left alone to do so, for God's sake. It's me like once you hit that sweet spot of resources, then you could easily take out something, and then in your route get more resources to go back up. Oops. It's at that deficit when you first start. You guys did get to see a gem statue, whatever it's called, for the Sapphires, so that I'll definitely put up in highlights to show that scene, but see if we can't find anything else cool. Like I said, I really want to do a skeleton ship battle, I just need the capacity to do it. Stuff. Looks like there's a shipwreck over there, so I'll definitely hit that up next. It looks like the actual ship, so it looks like it'd be valuables, not resources, but since I'm so hard up on resources, I kind of want it to be that way as well. Yeah, it's definitely a shipwreck. Ooh, another sapphire. Man, we are getting super lucky on the RNG. Holy crap. This may turn into a Sapphire stream and not a skeletal ship stream. You're getting lucky in that department. And there's something else I saw on the shoreline too. I want to say it was a quest because it looked like a white glow. Skull went away. That means someone just defeated a skeletal fort. So that'll buy me a little bit of time because I know someone's going to then turn in all that stuff. Probably to plunder because it's the closest. I have to be quick to beat them to it. To turn it in, anyway. Yeah, it's a quest. Okay, so we got a treasure quest. Only 1x, not super great, but something. Okay, let's turn this in. Back where we were, or the closest place to us, I should say. Oh, that's true, because we got a new ship. We're probably not even anywhere near plunder now I think about it. I think it's Sharpbait Cove, so I think we're closer to, what? Golden Sands or something? I'll look after I get the ship going. Alright, on our way. I was correct with shark bait, but the plunder still looks like it's the closest. Oh, that's why they're there. All that Wanderer's Refuge stuff. Strongholds. Yep, plunder it is. Now by this time, plunder should have reset too, so unless another ship's started there, we should be able to go there for resources. So let's shoot for that. The reason why you saw a ship and map at Wanderer's Refuge is because that's 90% sure tied to the event, because one of the voyages I should say, is in Wanderer's Refuge, and having the Reaper flag up so that someone could detect you on the map. So I'm pretty sure that's what that's all about. So we can go a little faster. Not really. Going straight to win, pretty much. Yeah, man, we're getting super lucky on these gems. We're just not getting lucky on getting ambushed in the water before we have enough resources is the thing. Still got kind of a long ways to go. But if anything happens, I'm at least going to prepare to swim, worst case scenario. Because I know we just have to head directly east. I can prepare for that if I have to swim, have enough bananas, know exactly where to go. Oh, the wind did move a little bit. You can't, a little faster. Yeah, this could very much turn to a Sapphire stream for sure. No show. Yeah, so that should be a dead ahead. Wow, man, we're getting like so lucky and unlucky. Like I wanted to fight the Kraken so bad. I wanted to, and it spawns right when I don't have enough fucking resources. Swear to God. So we could possibly get through this. We just have to live long enough to get through it. So I'm gonna turn a light so it's easier to see holes in the ship. And I'm just going for survival, not for a kill. I need to survive, which is unfortunate because I really wanted to get the Kraken, but I don't have enough fucking wood. Someone told me that the best way to take out this guy is actually by taking out its friend nearby, because it's one of the arms that controls that arm. Try that strategy. I'll make sure my boat is not in sync. Of course, I do need wood to repair, so you know, how about that? I swear to God, like every time I look for the Kraken, when I'm ready, I don't find it. When I'm not ready, that's when he finds me. It's like, God, I just need 2 more fucking Kraken defeats. So we are slowly inching forward in the direction I want to go. That's why I don't want to change heading, because I want to turn in this Sapphire, and I want to not accidentally die by going outside to change the direction of the ship. Not good. Yeah, we're getting low on the wood. I just want enough so I make it to the shoreline. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Like, if I had enough supplies before getting in the water, then I could just kill the Kraken. Or, like before, I could just kill the skeleton ship. But it's really, like, the most important thing. It's like, it's trying to get enough supplies. Shit. It's not lucky enough. I'm lucky in the gem finds, but not lucky in finding resources. Part of me almost just wants to try to find this, but I just don't have enough wood. It's the thing. Cannonballs are definitely fine, but I don't have enough wood. One Kraken feels so bad. Sucks. Yeah, man, we only have like 10 wood left or something. Not good. Trying to get as far as I can to the shoreline. That's really what this is. Good news, looks like we're almost outside. So just a little bit farther, we can make it across. Looks like we made a Lost Gold Fort. Oh, because it veered us off target. But it looks like we did make it out. So, as much as I want a Kraken kill, at least we lived. I still want to turn this in. I wanted a Kraken kill so bad though. Fuck! All I needed was resources. That's all I needed! Oh my god! Sucks. I know what the heading's is, I just want to double check. Okay, we're on target. Let's turn off the lights. Come back for the Kraken another day. But you see, like, you can survive. It just, if you wanted to go in for the kill, you just need more wood. And I'm, like, super close to dead. 7 wood. Fight him another day. Yeah, and that's the other thing. In order to get sea monsters to appear, you have to get the clouds to not appear. So, and you saw like that appeared like right after, and then it appeared till after someone took out that skeleton fort, which is the same time that I found this puppy. I just need 2 more defeats with the Kraken to get my Kraken wheel. I want it so bad. So bad. Like the other day, I had like 100 wood, 100 cannonballs. Like I was ready to kill any sea monster, and I couldn't get a damn thing to appear because there was a skeleton fort which I can't solo. It's like, ugh, seriously. But like I said, we're getting super lucky on the sapphire gems. I mean, they're hard to find. I found 2 within 30 minutes, so 20 minutes even. Yeah, I'm gonna go radio sounds for a little bit. Bingo! 2 sapphires in like 20 minutes. That's pretty cool. Win some, you lose some, right? Not a fan of these quests either. This is a small island, sure, but it's only 1 chest, and then these are kill quests, which I could do, but they take so long to do that you're kind of a sitting duck solo. This you could do for fun, but you're spending minutes trying to figure out the riddle that someone could approach your ship you want to know. The Kraken is still there. It's just... Man, should I just go back to the Kraken and just die trying? I think it's gonna despawn by the time I get there. But, fuck. And I don't even think I have enough to even do it. I'll give it a shot. Because I think it despawns after a period of time, or it despawns if you're out of the ink for a period of time. I'm not sure, it's one or the other. But I'll go ahead and head that direction just for shits. I'm pretty sure I don't have enough to survive, or enough to kill it. But, and I think it's going to despawn before I even get back to it, but we'll see. I think it's despawning right now, actually. Yeah. Alright. The especially after doing that fucking fight, like, I'm just super low on goddamn everything. 10, 5, I mean, god, Jesus, fuck, man. I almost want to say I just want to scuttle my ship and start with another ship. It's the fast way to get resources at this point. Garbo. I mean, I guess I could head to plunder and just try to find more resources, but I guess. $10 wood. Bananas were okay, but 10 wood and 30 cannonballs. 30 cannonballs is enough for the fish encounters, but not for the skeletal galleon. But 10 wood, it's like garbo across the board. Alright. I'll stop sulking over it. Alright. Let's see if we can find more stuff on this island, just because it's one of the best places to find stuff, just because it's a, an outpost. I just did that to stop quickly, just because we were going fucking Mach 2. Obviously I want to be closer. That'd be a little inconvenient, even stocking up. In particular, on my fucking guy, what we need is wood. Wood! I don't have to get right to the pier, I just want to get close enough that's not a fucking inconvenience to keep loading and unloading. So. Being between two ladders is pretty good. I don't think I hit anything, that was pretty good. Yeah, that's how we do. Alright, so... see if we can find some goodies. God. Yeah, just garbo resource levels, man. Such a deficit. There was any wood that I didn't pick up. It was one. Yeah. Already got all the goods that are convenient anyway. God, where's all the wood at? Cool. I mean, we've got wood, it just, man, when you start off with like 15 wood, so it's like, crap. I think now we're at 20, 25. Still low. At least we got something. Cannonballs were sitting pretty, bananas were sitting pretty, but just wood that were like, nope. Like I said, it's like really, honest to God, the most important resource in the entire game. Yeah, reef. Alright, so the skull's up, so now there's not going to be anything happening. Let's see if we can get some more resources. So I don't want to head anywhere near Wanderer's Refuge, because that's where the new stuff's happening, so I definitely want to stay away from there. So if anything, I want to head east. I think that's what we'll do. Could even entertain hitting up Ancient Spire just to get resources. It's actually my favorite spot. It's because it has easily accessible high concentrations of barrels. It's just my favorite place. That shit. See, we're currently past 9 o'clock, which was the end of the original stream. So I'll stream for, we'll see how much longer I stream. But otherwise, we'll do some Sea of Thieves again. Tuesday morning, 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, AM. And again, the hardcore uprising that was scheduled for today, because of technical difficulties, will be rescheduled same time next Saturday. As well as a board gaming stream, which the exact content I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do, as well as make sure there's no technical difficulties with that as well. Which will be Sunday next week at 10 o'clock AM Pacific Standard. Definitely a ship over... Nope. Those are, That's an outpost. Not outpost. A fort. Alright. See what's on this island. See, my strategy there was do a bunch of hits but line up the enemies so that his back was to his gun, and so I saw he shot his enemy, so it shielded me. And then since I did the charging attack as my final blow, I was able to pierce through him and also engage the other guy at the same time. Break the distance and do damage to both. It's pretty cool. Cannonball crates. Ironically, maybe I'll turn 9s because we do have a lot of cannonballs, so we'll be coming back to that. That's looks like, you know, I may end the stream here shortly. Another way to get some free cash. Just take a look at the rest of the island. See if there are any goodies. Looks like that's probably the best goodie. I think there's somebody swinging a sword behind me. Let's see, where's that crate? That was along the side. I lose my crate. There it is. Because we could very well already have 50 cannonballs. I think we do, actually. I really like looking at my ship. This needs that Kraken steering wheel. Add that's a kind of like a black, white, purple motif. Because it will match the wheel. I'm just checking to see if we're safe on this island. If we are, I think I'm going to fill it up here. Looks, at least I'll have a couple minutes, looks like. Alright. I don't really just have 20 cannonballs. This game, for some reason, keeps glitching on cannonballs when you do certain actions. Not sure why, like you just saw. Like one cannonball? No, I have like 30. Cool. Alright, so let's go turn this in. Closest place, yep, plunder. Wait, how did I deselect? How the hell did I do that? I swear to God that's a new feature. Before you couldn't deselect. That's pretty cool. I haven't been following the developer updates, but that is an awesome feature. That way, I don't just have this clusterfuck of marks everywhere. I can put marks that make sense for my current mission and then remove them, add new marks for my next mission. That's really cool. I like it. Alright, so we need to head southwest. Then after I turn in, I will call it. So if you don't want to watch me turn in stuff, thanks again for joining. Sorry about the technical difficulties if you're trying to check out my stream earlier at 7 to 8 o'clock, but I will get that sorted out for Hardcore Uprising and my board game stream before next weekend. And otherwise, I'll see you next Tuesday, 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for some more Sea of Thieves. Yeah, so those cannonball crates without the quest, we should get 1,000 gold, I'll say. So that's pretty good. Streaming for an hour, playing for an hour, I normally average 2,000 to 3,000 gold an hour. Sure enough, you know, we're going to be making 3,000 gold, so that's pretty good. Considering some of the difficulties I had with PvE content on the sea this evening. And I say problems. It wasn't problems. It was just I didn't have the resources for the fight. Like I knew exactly how to do the fights, to live and to kill them. It just, you know, it's like if you're a trained sniper but you don't have bullets for your gun. It's like, well, it doesn't matter how good you are with the gun if you don't have bullets. Cool, so this highlight reel will definitely be focusing on the multiple sapphire gems. I can show you like what they look like, how to destroy it, tactics delivering back. Yeah, thanks for joining everybody. I will see you next time.